post-accident conversation and what the police decided not to do. Here's part of it.
You guys okay?
I'm a little okay. I had my baby with me and everything, but she hit me pretty hard though, like a thump.
Baby in the car seat? Yeah. Okay. But
I don't know. She looks kind of like slurring. What is she?
She's just been working a lot lately. A lot of overtime hours and real sleepy.
So she dozed off, is what you saying?
Do what?
You're saying she dozed off?
Yeah.
Are you guys doing any tests on her just in case?
She has no nystagmus.
She's slurring.
She has zero nystagmus, which means it's the first clue.
Isn't she slurring though?
Yes.
Say again?
Isn't she slurring?
She has a medical condition.
But we don't know that.
Her lip is kind of lagging, I guess you'd say.
Can we have
I did ask her.
Excuse me, Mr. Thompson.
Say it again.
Is there a supervisor? Can you get a supervisor
You
here?
can call a supervisor, man. I mean, that's fine.
Can you do that?
I mean, I don't know what a supervisor's going to do.
We don't know what her medical condition is. We're not her doctor, so we don't know why she's slurring. We don't know.
I got more video, but let me explain what's happening now. A woman hit them. You have people in the car, including a child, a very young child. Well, they noticed that the woman was incoherent, slurring, seemed intoxicated or on something else. Police come. They seem really friendly with someone else at the scene who's connected to the person who caused the accident. And they start to get suspicious. There's more video, here it is.
We're not medical professionals, so we don't know that.
We're not.
So the only best thing to do is to check in to make sure.
I don't know what my
And that's
supervisor's
protocol. That's protocol. So I don't understand why you wouldn't check it. You're sitting here and you're telling us what her medical condition is, but you don't know that.
Medics checked her as well, ma'am.
I understand the medics checked her, but the medics did not do a breathalyzer. That's your job.
Right, I don't smell any alcohol on her.
But she still could be under fentanyl, or she could be taking something else. So why haven't you checked?
what's your concern now?
She's slurring. Her father is coming to tell us that she's really tired. She's been overtime working. Well, how do we not know? How do we not know that there's more than that going on? So he wants to come over here and tell me that she has a medical condition with her lip. He's not a medical professional, so how does he know? So I'm saying to the both of you, if she's slurring and we got video of her slurring, why not take the extra step and check?
Okay.
You're saying to me, I don't smell any alcohol. What if it's something else? What if she's under the medication? So why are you guys not taking that step and checking?
Give me a second, okay?
Okay.
Once I walked up with my partner right there speaking with her,
yes,
I kind of stood to the side.
Yes, I understand.
I did watch her, okay?
Yeah.
And I saw her speaking and everything. I did.
And you didn't notice her slurring? We have it on video. She was.
On the slurring part, no. Not from that little, the little
interaction.
I was right there.
Right.
Okay? I didn't see that. But we'll go back up there and see if she's slurring now. Okay?
I appreciate that. Okay.
All right.
This is in Hoover, Alabama. These are Hoover police officers. And there's more. Here it is.
Hi, man. This is a case card. This is the case number. I'm Officer Thompson. That's my badge number. You're going to be Unit 2, which means you're not at fault. My sergeant said if you want to talk to him, you can go to the operations center because right now we're hindering traffic flow. We're getting that vehicle loaded up. Medics cleared her, says she was fine. She has a birth defect. She's got all the indications. That's why her speech may seem slurred to you. She seems fine to myself and the other officer and the medics as well. So if you want to talk to our supervisor, he'll be at 3142 Lorna Road. You guys can talk to him there.
Well, I will do that.
All right, the wife uploaded this to Reddit. We just got a lot of questions trying to get to the bottom of it. Let me give you some more significant background. So details of the incident per potential Lime's comments, that's the poster. Cops and dad admit the driver who ran into the back of my non-moving car fell asleep, which caused the accident. My husband called the police because she was incoherent after the accident. He asked her for insurance, ID, and registration before he decided to call the police. And she was slurring and out of it. She could not process a sentence. Her words were jumbled. She also tried to give him her credit card as her ID. So he called the police and told them that she was obviously impaired. Basically, everyone agreed the driver fell asleep behind the wheel, just not as to why, okay? The police report is a joke, she says. It simply states, Cause of accident, drowsiness. None of her admissions, nothing about the scene, nada. Not even who was drowsy was on the report, which left an interpretation to suggest the person who got hit was the one drowsy. There's more. Details on the dad of the person driving and caused the accident. Dad came to the car, all right? So dad comes to the car to tell us what happened in the accident initially, not the police, not the police. So this civilian guy explained there was no need for a sobriety test. So I kind of suspected he was a cop at that point. He had a cop haircut, and the way they were deferring to him was the next clue. I asked them at the scene if he was a Leo, and they would not answer me on that question. So clue there. Then once I got the report, I Googled his name, and there he was all over the net, retired deputy in the town over. I knew it then. Potential Lime's husband was actually hurt due to the accident. Paramedics did nothing according to their narrative. My husband had back pain and whiplash after this, and they barely asked him 2 questions beyond if I could take him to the ER myself. They also did not even check my son out. I had to take them both to the ER after the accident. So I just wanted to share that. My son is fine. His car seat was perfect. Hubs is still in pain. Potential Lime explained this happened in Hoover, Alabama with Hoover officers. So here is the department's chief, Nicholas Dursis, all right? Interesting stuff here. Now, obviously, a lot of speculation, but she did go back and research the name. She saw the signs, her and her husband. And no, none of this is normative protocol. Look at all those excuses. I mean, everybody came to the door with the same excuse. Oh, no, it's a medical condition. Listen, absolutely not. Nothing else is going on here. Everyone had the same story because they had the same huddle. Understand this. They had the same story because they had the same huddle. The only person who wasn't privy to the story was the brother who just pulled up. He didn't know what the hell was going on. But you could see in his face, when she explained to him what happened, he obviously knew this don't add up. All right, just the thoughts here.
I love that she was engaged in what me and my friends jokingly call cop phrenology, assigned cop at birth, if you will. You can look at the redness of their face, their haircut, shape of their head, and just know that guy is a cop. I will say, as a person with a disability that causes me to suddenly lose consciousness, I'm sympathetic to the idea that someone who has the plight of a disabled person doesn't necessarily want to be interpreted as being drunk, because that happens to me. I have excessive daytime sleepiness. People often, even sometimes while I'm, doing the show, people will message in and say, "Oh, I know you've been smoking," or a little bit, right? But like, I'm just disabled. So, on that front, I can understand, why people might be concerned, but I think the fact that her dad was a cop, the fact that she tried to hand her credit card over as an ID is really evidence of the fact that it's not disability related and alcohol or drug related. And more than that, the disabled people do drink and do drugs too. So even if she did have a disability, that wouldn't preclude the cops from taking a breathalyzer test. I mean, for the love of God, the courts have held that cops can forcibly take your blood at a hospital with a warrant to check it for alcohol if you deny a breathalyzer test. So there's no reason that they couldn't just also do, with the evidence that they were presented of her being intoxicated, a breathalyzer test. But they're continuously refusing to do it, while simultaneously oversharing information about this woman's supposed medical condition, which they were not at liberty to tell the other drivers in the other vehicle about. I think it all really comes together to show that there's something more going on here, something a little corrupt, some sort of cover up, whatever it may be, for drugs, alcohol, I don't know, but there's definitely more to the story.
Yeah,